Yeah. Not a single good session, put it that way. No. Well, it's pretty close to stock. I can't seem to get the up arrow sensitive enough. Doesn't want to trigger here. Like it's not sensitive where I need it to be sensitive, and I can't really figure it out.
Why not be real bad?
Yeah, see, my right foot can't trigger it because I want to touch here where that screw is. Yeah, I mean, I had them pretty loose before. I just tried tightening it a little bit more. And I mean, it makes sense because I do want them to be. I want them to be tight. Where, I want them to be sensitive where those screws are. But here, it's just not. You know what's weird is that like. It's weird that I can't adjust the sensitivity for each individual load cell. Because it's like that one has a problem. This is also the... Which one is this one? I can't even trigger that one. Here. So it's calibrated, it's like right under 20 where I want it to be. Which is a problem. This one shoots right up there. So now it's on 20, that's the most sensitive that it can be, so I don't know, I'll try that out.
You want to be bad, why not be real bad? Why not be real bad?
That's good advice. I don't know if I have a. Maybe I do have a 10-pound weight. I think I have 15 kilogram load cells. Yeah, I bought some replacements. Yeah, they're 15. Such a pain in the ass to take this panel off. I guess that's where the drill comes in. That sucks, man. I didn't know. I just bought replacements, you know. Do you think like it's not like what I'm trying to do here with the with like playing stamina on this? Like, do you think I could even get this working the way I want with the 15s, or should I just order the 10s and like try it again later? Alright, so use a 10-pound weight and make sure the rest values of the weight is consistent on each load cell on the default medium sensitivity. Okay? What is the default medium sensitivity? Normal. Okay, I'm on normal now. I get a 10-pound weight then. I do not know how they did surgery on a grape. Or that they did surgery on a grape. Get out of here, Jake, with your millennial memes. Okay. Well, honestly, I think I wanted even more sensitive because this is pretty heavy. Yeah. I'm going to go get a 5-pound weight. That's too heavy. Okay. So on this one, which is the problem one, we're getting this like 80. This guy over here, which is like really good, or it seemed good, I don't know, is only getting 30. This guy is getting 80. And this guy's getting 80. So this side, which was fucked up, is... Oh, by the way, Andrew, I don't know if you're still watching, but I have this. This is like a riser thing, because I wanted to rise up the panel. And so I just put it here. Like I just placed it there. Is that how it's supposed to work? Or am I supposed to disassemble something and put this underneath? Maybe that's part of the problem. And I guess, well, gee, while I have Andrew here, if you're still here, I don't even know. Because when I added this, it wasn't pressing on the load cells anymore. So, what I did was, this is the thing that sits on top of the load cell. And I added 2 little tiny thin washers under that rubber bumper, so that would be higher off of the load cell. So I did that to both of them in the front. These are called Dye Bear gloves. There's the brand. Doesn't want to fucking focus. Focus! Jesus Christ. Focus. Okay. So I pretty much have to disassemble, to get under the switch frame, I have to disassemble the PCB and like unplug everything. Or, like, is the frame... So I have to take pretty much everything out. Or I guess I could just take all the load cells off. Does it have to go there? Seems like a lot of work. I got an instruction manual, but it's like, you know, it's a little ghetto. It doesn't, well, it doesn't have a lot of like information of like, here's how to do this mod or anything like that. It's more just like, I'm in that Discord, I think. I haven't really looked around much. Andrew, if you could point me to where I can find that guide, that'd be helpful. See if I can find it. Well, yeah. I gotta say, as nice as these pads are, I mean, you can't really beat the simplicity of the arcade pad, you know, with like a freaking rubber channel with air in it, and you just have to press the 2 sides together. Alright, so I guess I need to get this underneath before I can do anything. So I have to figure out how to take this apart. I wonder if this top part will come off. Oh. Start taking the load cells off. Well, I actually, Andrew, on mine, I have, I don't know how to say it, but like, if I put this on the frame, it actually is held up by like four, on the corners, it's held up. Because there's a little, it almost looks like a washer that comes off of the metal frame. So when I put this on, it's held up by the four corners. And then the middle parts are not really touching the frame. Alright, so I think I have to take off all of these load cells. It's not really like a weld bump. It's like it looks like they took a washer and they welded three corners of that washer. Oh yeah, yeah. So we have the same thing. Like you have the Gen 1 thing is the same thing that I have. And but were you saying that I can put this on the top if that's the case? And I shouldn't be taking out all these load cells? Oh my God, Andrew, I'm hanging on your every word here. Please respond. My Twitch it's Dom_ITG. I'll type it. See if I can find a link. Sorry, being such a bloomer here. Oh yeah, you like that, Jake? Kyle gave it to me. I don't understand how getting on Twitch is going to help you reply faster, though. Is it like the same deal? It might be. Okay. So I guess what I was saying was, if we have the same type of frame with the weld on top, and this is going to touch on the corners, then do I have to put this on the bottom, or can I just put it on the top like you did? Because I think you were saying that you put yours on the top because you had those welds. Okay. Okay, alright, so they do have to go under. I see. Okay. I'm gonna put some music on. Okay, yeah. Okay, I misunderstood. Now I get it. Okay, thank you for explaining that to me. I appreciate it. So, I need to stop procrastinating and take off this thing. Yep. I'm going to try to leave my load cells plugged in. I'm just going to try to unscrew them and put them on top. Try to get at the frame that way. You guys want a closer view of my surgery here? Epic crotch cam here. Yeah, I know he knows a lot too. Guides, facts. Okay. Guides and facts. Wait, what? Andrew, what the fuck? I'm like taking out each of these load cells and they all come out as one big unit? I don't have to take them out? Why didn't you tell me? So this whole thing comes out. What? Well, how the fuck do you get it around the wires? Am I retarded? How the hell are you supposed to get this in there? There must be some sort of connector, right, that you can unplug? Because this is a closed loop. Yeah, but how do you know how to unplug the wires that that connect to the PCB? Because I'll need those to come off if I'm going to get this frame under there. I'll try it. Yeah. Have you thought about getting a Gen 4? Or are you happy with what you have? Okay. There's a lot of wires. So I have to unplug pretty much all this stuff. Yeah. Hopefully these come out easily. It's interesting that they're using a phone jack. I didn't know that. Oh, I gotta remember which one's which. Hey, Nandy. It's not as good as it sounds. Three there. Two here. What? It's out of focus again. Focus. I'm listening. Andy, what's up? My hands are up. I'm not doing anything. What's going on, Andy? Try and take the razor and slip it over the PCB frame at an angle without removing the wires. Well, wait a minute. What? Well, there's no way to do that, Andy, because like this is it's like a circle, right? There's no break in it, so I can't get it in there because the wires are going through. So like, you know, you got to take the wire out, put it in, and then you put the wire back. don't know. I can't figure out how what you said would work. I don't know. I don't know how they could do it. I think I have to unplug everything. Because it's gonna go under this piece, right? Under this piece is where this is gonna go. So, yeah, I gotta take off these wires so I can put it around there. Because this thing's gonna get in the way. And this one too. Oh, Jesus Christ. This one is like a... This orange one sucks. It's like, it's not a plug that you can unplug by hand. That's annoying. I mean, to be honest, I could cut like a sliver out of this frame. Like this riser. I could just cut like a chunk out of it. Right here. And then I could slip all the wires through that hole. If I was smart, I guess I would do that, but I'm not smart. Alright, so now I have the orange one, which uses this weird like speaker terminal thing. So I need a tiny little screwdriver to get that wire out. How much did you pay for your Dedicab? Oh boy, this thing's warm. Oh, that's from my ass. Never mind. I thought the pad was like heating up. Alright. So I have to remember. Oh, that's pretty good. I paid more to ship this one than I did to actually buy it. Okay. We have freed frame. Well, I mean, you gotta take a truck and, bring it all the way here. Oh man, there's another, what the hell? Wait a second. There's already a thing in here. Got two of these now. Did he already raise this? Now I'm trying to raise it more. Oh my god, it's nasty in here. Ugh. Hold on. I've got OCD. Oh, we're stacking. We have doubled the frames. No. Oh shit. I almost forgot what orientation this was in. Okay. Wow, this is a little difficult. I have to get this in there without moving those. Without aligning them wrong. Oh, I gotta get all these stupid things through. There. There. I just want to play dance games. Piece of okay. Plugged in my phones. God, my back is gonna be like so screwed up after this. Ugh. Now it's the speaker one. Oh. Stay. We're doing surgery. Peter, we're doing surgery, Peter. The hole. Go in the hole! Fucking ass. Are you kidding me? This connector thing sucks. It's like a speaker connector, and oh my god, Andrew, I think I just realized how he did it. Because it's kind of flexible. I think he just bent it around. Oh, I feel stupid now. But now I gotta put this thing back. Let's see, I think I gotta cut this. Please go in the hole. Please go in the hole. I can't see it. Why doesn't it go in the hole?
It's not going back in the hole. Look, this other side works fine.
Look, I'm just gonna put it on the other side. I don't know. There was nothing in that side before. It's probably a ground cable. I hope it is, and it's just like the same thing. The problem is this one here. This side like isn't working anymore. There's two of them. Look, I'll do surgery on a grape after, if this surgery is successful. Now the frame underneath is like misaligned. Before I tighten this whole thing up, I'm going to test it out real quick. Well, I guess I should attach these first. I promise you, that's not what I was not fraying the wire. It was that connector. I think I screwed it up when I took it out. Here's hoping it still works. It's taking too much force to get in there. I don't know what this one is. Let's do a quick test. Make sure we're alive. Okay, that's not good. Maybe it does have to be on that stupid friggin' thing. Why did this side like break? Maybe there's something stuck in there. We did it, boys. She pulled through. Alright, so apparently that double-sided connector, it has to be on the same side. I mean, I'm new to this whole thing, but this seems a little more finicky. I know a lot of people who use load cells, and it seems like I know a lot of people who use FSRs, and it seems like it's much easier. That's my impression. I haven't used them both, but. These load cells, they kind of remind me of like arcade sensors, but just like a little bit more complicated. And then the FSRs seem like software. Turn this off. I know. We found this out late. I'm late to the game. I'm a little bit slow. Alright. I did it the hard way. Just a simple man who wants to play some dance games, okay? I'm a mechanical engineer, okay? I don't know how shapes work. Am I expected to take a square and rotate it 45 degrees? Come on. This is my Q test. Hey Andrew, if you're still here, I got a question related to load cells. When I got this pad, this load cell the screw was located here on the second focus on the second hole or the first hole, not the second. And all of these other ones also are on the first hole on the inside. But this one here was on the outside. So I guess my question is, why are there two holes, and why do you think the previous person put it on the outside? Do you know why that is? Yeah. So I pretty much what I have on here now is like this is the way it came with. So this is like the original way. It has one nut. This is not going to focus, is it? There is one nut there and a rubber washer. That's it. And then what I did was I added 2 of these very thin, tiny washers to add height. So remove those. Okay. So now I'm just going to have one rubber washer that came with it, and then there's the nut. That's it. So now I'm pretty close. I'm like back to stock, pretty much. Now, this removed. I just have the extra riser there. I hate when this happens to that bumper. The screw comes out. Okay. I think we're good there. Tuck that wire away. Let's do a quick test. So let's get our 5-pound weight. Okay, so here we have 20. $70. $70. $70. So I just put a new load cell on here. This you didn't see it, but this one that is showing 20 is one of the new ones that I just got from Kyle. And the other one seemed like it was doing something similar. So I don't know, what do you guys recommend? I have other load cells. I could put another one on. Needs to be mounted better. Oh, okay. Alright. I mean, it's, so does that mean, like, changing how I tighten the screws? Like, the 2 screws that hold in there? Change the tightness of the bolts. Okay. Tighter on the outside and more loose on the inside. Okay. Okay. That's 40. It's really squishing that washer. Let me tighten the middle a little bit and see if that helps or hurts. That might have hurt, actually. I'm gonna make it really tight. Let's see what happens. No, it's kind of the same. I'm gonna really crank down on that outside one. Oh. try to take it off totally. Just cleaning off any shit that might be there. Okay. Cranking. I don't know, I can't really. So like now I cranked it down so hard that it's always at like 25. So I don't think that's good, right? Like that's not good. But it's raising it enough to lift to light the panel. Yeah, I don't think that's right. Okay. Yeah, I mean it recalibrated. Now it's back to 30 or something. Don't touch what? That's exactly what I had before. These ones are like 80. I mean, is it just maybe it's another bad load cell or something? Completely removing the inside sensor bolt. Okay. Yeah, it's raised off. So it's not pushing. It's loose now. Pretty similar. I'm gonna tighten the back one like way too much. 40. That's a little bit better. I mean, there's
Yeah. I'm gonna tighten down the middle one a little bit to see what happens. Yeah, I'll loosen it back up. Okay. No, the rubber bumpers are still there. I just removed the extra washers. So it has... So... Yeah, so I have the rubber bumper that it presses on, and then I have a nut, and then under that is another smaller rubber bumper, like the factory one. And I took out the two washers from both. Just checking this one real quick. Yeah, I think they're all the same now. I hate how this nut comes off. It drives me crazy. On the back of the bumper, you know? Okay. Well, right now I prefer playing on the Deddy because I can actually play on it. But I will say, Peter, reset the panel in place and stay on. Okay, I will. The bar on this is way better. Like, everything about it. It's not wobbly. It's rock solid. It feels wider. It's symmetrical. Super comfy. It's just way like the best bar I've ever used on any dance game. So that's one of the reasons that I want to be able to use this, because I feel like I could play longer marathons than on that bar. I backed it up. Don't worry. Honestly, I have those cushions for my pump it up bars, and I don't like them. Okay, all right, okay, sorry. Do I have to actually remove the panel, or can I just loosen it? Can I just loosen these? Okay. I'm sorry. Andy, my bad. Okay, I think it's loose. Just rest it down and stand on it. With like my full weight? Or do you just want me to like touch it? I don't know. Okay. Oh. But I'm pretty heavy. That's why it feels weird to like. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, what am I doing? Whoa, wait a minute. What the hell just happened? Oh, it recalibrated. No, it's hard to... Oh, let me reset the calibration. I don't know, it's hard to know if I'm balancing too much one way or the other, but I mean, if I'm not looking at it, this feels like I'm well balanced. So that third one is the problem, I guess. The third, it's the third one, so which one is that? Let's see. God, I hate taking off this panel. Okay. So third one is this one right here. It's also the one that is the only one on the outside. I remember it was in the bumper is in the screw position that's on the outside. What the hell was that? Yeah. I mean, it gives me an 80 when I put the 5-pound weight on it, though. Oh, thanks, man. Do you think I should replace this one? Well, if you put the 5-pound weight, this is the lowest one. But this is the one that we were having a problem with. And it's... the 5-pound weight seems to trigger this one more. I don't get it. Okay. Okay. That I can do. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, my back is like twisted this entire time. Okay. Tighten that one down. Tighten down this guy just a little bit. Let's get our 5-pound weight. Okay, well, it's giving us a lower threshold now. Right. Okay. We can tighten down the back a little bit more. There we go. Back to kind of where we were. Getting to 70 or 80. Something like that. Okay. You know, I'm gonna take off these screws so that I can get the panel off easier if I have to open it again, because unscrewing them is driving me crazy. Hey, Jake. Should I recalibrate? Maybe now. I'll just do a quick one. Quick recalibrate. All right. Yeah, I mean, even if I lean on that corner, it doesn't seem to go much higher than where it's at right now, which is weird. Because all the other ones, if I lean on them, they go up. But not this one. This one just stays there. Maybe change that one out, do you think, with another load cell? No? Okay, it's not too low. It's like, how is it not seated well, though? Because it's just flat. So let me try this. Let me push on it hard. All right, I'm not gonna give up. I mean, I have more. I did buy some other ones. Ooh, wait a minute. I'm making progress. Okay, wait a minute. That didn't do much. Yeah. I mean, that's a little bit higher. Because it was capping out around 100 before. Oh! Look at me, huh? Look at me. I'm like a load cell. I'm a load cell guy now. All about load cells. So pretty much like you tighten them really in the back. You tighten them pretty hard. Let's try this. Recalibrate. Okay. It's still capping out, you know, but that's good, right? We good? All right. Thank you, buddy. So now it screws in, right? I don't know. I mean, as soon as we're done with this, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to. I want to pass like an 18 on this tonight. That's my goal.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
who's that?
Anybody there?
Oh, Sidro? Oh, hold on a second. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
I forgot I was in here.
Well, you look like you need some greater help.
Oh, dude, are you watching my stream?
I can't, I'm on my phone, but
Okay.
I saw that you were doing greater stuff.
Yeah.
I checked Facebook and saw you were messing with it.
I
So what are you trying to do?
Well, I got a solid center panel,
That's cool.
so that's legit. And I'm trying to fix my up arrow so that I can hit it with my foot.
Yep. Cool. So what do you gotta do? Just raise your sensor heads?
Well, it's been pretty complicated so far. I've been doing everything a little bit wrong.
Okay.
And I've had like a few people in chat to help me, and even then I seem to screw it up. So I had to take apart a bunch of like electronic stuff when I actually didn't have to. So that was like a waste of a half an hour.
I see.
But
basically just make the front two sensors just where you screw them in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you screw the sensor heads in.
Yeah.
Just screw them in a way, like adjust the inside and outside screws so that when you barely tap it, like barely touch it, it triggers. Like first get really good sensitivity there, right?
Yeah.
And have them like pretty close to even, right?
Yeah.
And then
Where'd he go? We lost him. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I could have used you like an hour ago. All right, when you tighten down the panel, watch the respective corners rise. Stop at about 120 or 140. Stop when it's that high? I'm going to tighten it to 120 or 140? I thought I had to like tighten it at 0. On the calibrated mode you're talking about? Alright, I'm going 120. Okay.
Hello?
Hey man, what happened?
Did you not hear any of that?
No, you cut off a while ago.
Oh my god. Okay, what part did you hear?
You said I had to tighten them down.
Wait, what? Tighten what down? Which thing?
No, you said make them very sensitive.
Oh god.
Hold on a second. I gotta fix this before it recalibrates. I'm tightening down the
Okay.
panels, but the guy who's telling me to do it, he's like,
No. Don't just tighten down the panels.
Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah, first.
Oh, I'm backing
make
him out.
sure-
I'm backing him out. Hold on. Well, we,
Back up.
well, hold on. Sidro, we've just been through like an hour-long process that you missed, okay? Where I've painstakingly reseated these fucking load cells like 100 times, and apparently now they're good to go. So now I'm trying to get the panel tightness right. So I think I did it wrong. So I'm gonna go to the raw values.
What? You don't need to do any of that. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't need to do any of that. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So first, you need to make sure that the front sensors, when you touch them, like with your finger, with the panel off,
Yeah.
are extremely sensitive.
I think we got that. I think that's done. Now I'm just trying to
Okay.
figure out how to tighten the panel the right amount.
Okay, so you need to have the sensor heads, the back ones, at like same level as each other, the front ones the same level as each other, right?
Yeah, we did. That's right.
Okay, so next you measured them, I guess. To use something to measure them, or like rest the panel on top of it and adjust to make sure there's no.
Ah, you fucking died again.
He's disconnected.
Thesaurus, save me here. What am I supposed to do?
Well, my mod is kind of different from his when I had the 3rd gen. So
Okay.
Hello?
You keep cutting out, Sidro.
What the hell? All right, hold on. Let me switch mics.
All right, so wait, hold on a second. Andy was the one who was originally helping me. Are you still there, Andy? Should I just tighten
Hold
these
on,
as fast
hold on.
as possible? Okay.
yeah, it basically just disabled the 2 sensors behind that you don't use.
He's not gonna put foam in right now, though. Is the issue? Is that what you're telling him to do?
Oh no, I wasn't telling him to put any foam or anything.
Oh.
Just when you screw the sensors, it disables them when they're too screwed up.
But
Yeah, I wouldn't even worry about.
I didn't even tighten them down, Andy.
Okay, so here's what I'm saying. I guess I keep cutting out. Hopefully I won't cut out this time. So first off, get the actual sensors themselves with the panel off, the front sensors, very sensitive by adjusting the screws.
Yep.
You said you've already done that, right?
Yeah, I think
Done.
so.
Yes, you've done that?
Yeah.
Okay. Get something to measure. Make sure your back sensor heads are at the same height as each other, and your front sensor heads are the same height as each other. Right? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
The sensor
they need to be
heads?
the same height. Yes, otherwise your panel will wobble. Does that not make sense? Like, if it's higher in one corner than another corner, you're gonna have wobble. So that the top of the sensor head needs to be the same, like as the other side, not front to back, just the side to side. So after you do that, oh yeah, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I didn't have any front bolts on the pad.
Yeah.
At the third gen, I was removing those because the less pressure, the more sensitive it is.
You can do it with the bolts in and still get it really sensitive if you do it like a certain way.
Okay.
It just took me a while to figure it out. So anyways, after you have stuff like leveled out so that you have like, you're not gonna have any panel wobble. You with me, Dom?
Yeah.
Okay, so get stuff leveled out so you have no panel wobble, right?
Okay.
Alright, so after that, what you need to do is you need to kind of, you'll have to screw and unscrew it a few times, so I hope you have a drill.
I don't, but okay.
What you're going to have to do is, you're going to have to figure out about how high you want your up arrow. So I screw the back bolts in, and just until they start to have some pressure, some resistance. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so they're firm. Then when you tighten down the front bolts, you want to look at the tool, the resistance tool, and stop as soon as you see resistance start to appear on your tool. Like literally go super slow, and as soon as it appears, you stop. And then that's where your panel is going to end up being. So the problem is when you have to stop, if that's too or high or too low, you take the panel back off and adjust your sensor heads to go up or down. Does that make sense?
I think so. Okay. I'm gonna try to reduce the sensitivity here.
With what? What are you doing?
I'm messing with the sensitivity now.
Basically, you have to do everything manually.
Well, I think I did that already. So, like, my left foot is legit now, but my right foot on the up arrow is still to be desired.
Okay, so either one is higher than the other or lower than the other, right? Or the screwing them in, they're not the same like general sensitivity to each other.
Okay.
Or one of them is tighter than the other. So you gotta figure that out.
But looser
make
would
sense?
make it more sensitive, right?
Not necessarily. You have to get the like perfect balance to where your two washers are like snug, but not compressing the load cell at all. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Like you have the two washers on the outside, the two black washers, right? On the screw. You know what I'm talking about?
The washers. I'm sorry. What?
There's two black washers on the screws. On the bolts.
The ones that hold down the panel you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a world where those are compressed just enough that you have like no play, right? You don't have a bunch of travel distance, but
Yeah.
not too much that it's putting pressure on the sensor head.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's where I need to be.
So that's what you need to find.
Okay.
That's where you need to find.
Okay.
But the problem is that you need to do that while one getting your up arrow to the right height that you want, but you also have to make sure you don't have one that's higher than the other, one sensor that's higher than the other, and you have to make sure they're like pretty close in sensitivity also, like before you put the panel on.
Right.
Do you have any type of small spacers?
I don't think you need any of mine's totally stock. To give you an example, mine's literally as it came, just loosened and tightened.
Yeah, but it's easier to adjust the height of your sensor with a spacer. You don't have to measure it like you're doing.
The problem with that is that not all the load shells are exactly the same. So like sometimes you might get one screwed in and it's like slightly higher than another, but it's like some more sensitive when it's I don't know, like squished down really tight with a screw. You know what I mean?
All right, guys.
So
I'm gonna try out the pads, so you guys won't have to mute me, okay?
All right, I'll be back later. Bye.
All right, see you.
You want to be bad, why not be real bad?
I'm liking this so far. Because I can actually hit all of them.
Why not be real bad?
Okay, I'm not liking it so much anymore. I know. It sucks. Let me try to make it more sensitive. Try it again. Dial it back more and back off in the right corner bolts. So you're saying half a turn to make it tighter, right? Or back it out half a turn. Or you said half a turn back, so I'm gonna go back. I made it looser. Alright, I made it looser here. And I also made it more sensitive too. I can hear it clicking though now. I don't. Yeah. I feel like that's too loose, man. I'm gonna make as loose as I can without it clicking. I mean, seems fine. Seems okay now. Let's try it. Getting a little sick of the song though.
You want to be bad, why not be real bad?
Hold on a second, dude. I gotta turn down the volume of Step Media. Can you say something now, Daniel?
Yeah, I said it's from panel recent or the same height?
My front panel it's like raised. Yeah. We put like 2 spacers in there.
Oh, okay.
Why not be real bad?
I can't tell what I'm screwing up now.
I don't know. I'm not used to the mod that Kurt is telling you. So.
Well, I didn't really do that. I'm pretty much like stock now. The only difference is that I have the Razer spacers in.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry Andy, here's what I have. So if I step on it, this is what I'm getting.
So I mean, it seems pretty. It seems okay. $20 to $30. All right, let's give it a shot. But the thing is, like, I'm not stepping on it like that, you know. That's 20 to 30. That's really.
And when you're, let's say, pressing normally, what's going to be the values?
Let's see.
Because that's what's more important.
I mean, I think I hit it as light as this.
At 20, you could possibly do some ghosting.
What were you saying?
At 20, you could maybe do some ghosting with the up arrow. Oh. It seems undersensitive. Doesn't always light up.
So if I put the same weight, like on the front, that's what I get.
You could try and with the sensor just to put it a bit higher. You know, like levitate it a bit.
Does that mean like
so it's gonna raise the panel a bit, and it's gonna make the sensor a lot more sensitive and responsive. Because the more the sensor is flat, the less sensitive it is, and the most when it's more in angle a bit, it's gonna be more responsive and sensitive.
So like, are you saying that like underneath the sensor, I can put like a small washer on one side?
No, like you know the two bolts.
Yeah.
If you tighten up the back bolt, it's gonna lift up the sensor a bit. It's gonna act a bit like some sort of lever.
Yeah. So I did tighten those back ones like pretty hard.
But you just need to tighten one, not both.
The outside one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we've done that. They're both pretty tight right now. The guy Andy here, he's saying that like I should probably buy the 10 kilogram load cells.
Okay.
Because what did you have when you had a third gen?
I had the 20. Yeah.
20. Did you have it like good? Like what level stuff were you playing?
I played I went to 20s with that.
Okay, what the fuck then?
But I didn't have the front screws, and I've added some spacers under the rubber spacer just to lift up the panel higher.
You didn't. What do you mean you didn't have the front screw?
So where you put the bolts, you know, near the center panel,
Yeah.
I had them completely removed. Because the less pressure there is on the pad, the more sensitive it is. That's what Kyle was telling me, and I followed that, and it worked.
I see. All right, let me just try again real quick with the way it's set up right now.
Okay.
You want to be bad? Why not be real bad?
Definitely feels shitty.
Yeah, you could give it a try the mod that I'm saying.
Just taking out the front screws?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you take a look at your raw values, they might have some pressure on it.
Like the raw values?
Yeah. See? So the lower these are, the most your pad is going to be more sensitive.
Okay. Well, I'll just loosen it so it's like loose all the way because I don't want to take out that rubber thing on the bottom. I have to take the whole panel off.
Oh well, it's just those two in front that you need to remove, not the two from the back.
Oh, you're talking about these two?
Yep.
Oh,
No, not these two.
these two.
These one. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Because I have to take the whole panel off because there's that rubber washer underneath. Well, it'll just dangle around the side. That's fine. I don't know, man. It's like
It looks way more sensitive now.
well, it's high. It's really high.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna stub my toe.
So then you'd have to adjust with the back, those screws to probably lift down the value.
I think maybe the now that I've added those risers, I think that it's too high now, you know.
Probably, yeah.
But I will try it.
But it definitely seems more sensitive.
Yeah. There's definitely something interesting going on because this one, when I push this down, there's a lot more travel before it touches something, and this one is like very stiff. I wonder what's causing that because that's very strange. I wonder if maybe it's not touching the sensor on this side.
Okay.
So maybe I have to raise that up. They all have the exact same amount of stuff under the bumper.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't play with the plastic riser. I didn't put that under the pad.
I have two of them in there now.
You have two? Wow.
Well,
Okay, yeah. So your panel's pretty high.
That took so long to do as well, man.
Oh yeah, I bet. Because you have to remove the PCB holder and everything.
That's what I did. But apparently you could just rotate it and get it off. But anyways, what I was saying was, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this load cell here, it almost seems like this load cell here is lower than this one. Because it feels like the panel is pushing on this side, and then when I push on this one, it has to travel more to actually touch this one.
So I wonder if I need to raise this up, even though they have the same stuff.
Okay. This me, like those rubber sensor.
Oh, yeah. This
I was
one, this one.
putting-
Yeah, this one's squishy. There's like a I don't know how to explain it, but there's like a rubber thing on the bottom of this, and it's like I think it's worn down, so it's like very squishy and stretchy. So I'm actually gonna take one of these bumpers from one of the new load cells that I got, and I'll just plop that in there. Maybe it'll be the same height now.
And usually what I did to lift up the pad, instead of putting the risers, I was just buying some spacers at Home Depot and putting these under the rubber.
Under this?
Yeah,
Like under the factory one that's there?
exactly. And I just screwed this up, so like that I don't have to think about adjusting both of the rubbers being the same height, because the spacers were exactly the same height.
Yeah. Andy just gave me a good idea too to check for level. I'll do that. If I have my level. Okay, somebody took my level. It's gone. Daniel, where do you live, by the way? What country?
Montreal.
In Montreal?
Yeah.
You're Canadian?
Yeah.
I thought you were European this whole time.
Nope.
What the hell? Montreal's like very close to me. Well, not very, but I've driven there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like in Pennsylvania or
I'm in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts? Okay. But I'm in the French part of Canada.
Do you speak Quebecois?
I speak Québécois. Yep. Je parle français.
Beautiful. I don't, so. Yeah, I loved it there. I went there to Mount Tremblant and I went skiing.
Nice.
It was a lot of fun. I had poutine, which was really
Yeah,
good.
We got good poutine here.
The only poutine I know of. Why didn't you come to StaminaCon if you were so close?
Last year I couldn't. Like I didn't have a pad or anything, so.
Okay.
But this year I'm 99% sure I'm gonna be there.
Good, man. You should definitely go. Oh, thanks for the follow, whoever that was. Stefan. Look, I just got this thing out without taking apart the PCB. That was
Awesome.
we spent like 45 minutes doing that before because I didn't know that you could rotate it and get it around. And I feel like so stupid.
And the 4th gen, they don't come with the pad anymore.
I see.
Yeah, you have to buy it now.
Well, if you want one, I have an extra now, so you can have
I
it.
don't need it. Tape mod works great with the FSR.
Mm-hmm.
But at the beginning, I was having such a hard time modding my pad.
Really? With the 4th gen or the 3rd?
The 4th.
You're like the only one that I know that plays Stamina on the 4th gen right now.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one.
So you're kind of like trailblazing, you know?
So I did a lot of experiment on modding, like lifting out the PCB panel or some tape mod that wasn't working. Especially disabling the sensors. That was the most crucial part.
Yeah. Thanks again, Andy. I really appreciate it. So what do you do in Montreal? Are you a student or do you work?
Yeah, work. I work for Rogers, the cell company.
Oh, it's like a cell phone company?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're like the biggest company for cable TV internet in Canada.
Okay. Do you like install systems for that or something?
Oh no, I'm just taking calls as a supervisor.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I've been working there for 7 years now.
People in Canada are very nice on the phone, aren't they?
Not when it's regarding their money or like when they want a credit.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, they can be sometimes a pain.
I'm sure it's better than America, though, for sure.
Oh, probably. You know, we're like 10 times less populated also. So. Yeah, I think Canada is like only 37 million. The US is what, 340 million, something like that.
Wow. And Canada's weird because it's so big, but you guys are all located like on the south shore, right?
Yeah. Because of the cold weather.
Yeah.
Like right now, there's a snowstorm and we're getting 40 centimeters of snow.
Wow. Do you ski?
I do snowboard, yeah.
Yeah, I snowboard too. Cool. Yeah, that's good for you then.
Yeah. And in the summer, I do bike.
Like on the street or on a mountain?
Street bike.
BMX?
No, more like
Like on the road?
yeah, just long periods of time, like 100 kilometers, stuff like that.
It's cool, man. It's like another form of stamina, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Alright.
It helped me with my ITG mental endurance.
Right.
Like biking for 6 hours and doing a 10-minute song. I'm like, it's not 6 hours.
Yeah. I wonder if that would be too much. But I have these little rubber things that go under the screws here.
Okay.
I was thinking about putting one of these underneath here to lift it back up. But maybe I'll just try it without lifting it first and I'll see how it goes. Because I did change that bumper, so.
Okay.
Did you listen to the Stamina podcast?
From Rams?
No, there's a newer one from Sidro and UV Cat.
I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Is it posted in Discord or?
Yeah, it's I'll send you the link later. It's on Facebook right now.
Okay.
But the REMS ones were like awesome because I mean it wasn't really a podcast, but it was just like an awesome 4-hour thing to put on when you're doing chores. Yeah, it was great. Let's try that.
That looks sensitive.
We'll see.
You want to be bad, why not be real bad? Why not be real bad?
Oh, that was me. Oh my god. It's like the hardest 13 I've ever played. Ugh. I can definitely feel the panel like moving around a little bit. Is it too much?
Why not be real bad?
Wow, well, I passed it.
Yep.
First time today.
The trick I had for the panel not to move was adding a piece of foam in the cracks on the side.
On the side or on the back here? These sides?
Yeah, these sides.
Okay. That's a good idea. Oh. Like the like very squishy foam? Or
yeah,
like
very squishy foam. Yeah.
okay. I think I have some of that. Let me go get some. This stuff might actually be too thick. Let me see if I have a different one.
like clapping.
Yeah.
Okay, clapping.
Take this out.
Or you could try, yeah, you could try putting the rubber where you put the screws.
And then putting the screws in.
And well, I mean, you know, from the front-facing screws. So you could push the panel towards the center panel, so that it won't shake.
Okay. I didn't understand it fully, but you're saying I
Oh,
could
sorry.
put it towards the center panel somehow?
Well, you see where there's your two bolts.
Yeah.
So you could try and put your rubber all the way through in between your two screws. I mean, like what you did with the sides, but instead doing a
Oh, you're talking about the foam?
yeah, the foam. Sorry.
Oh, the foam. Oh, in the middle of the center, right here. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Oh, hey Mike, how's it going? You didn't have any luck with the screws in the front?
Any luck?
Well, you didn't get it to work at all? Like to
With the screws, no, I didn't have any luck with them. Even with my 4th gen, they're all removed.
So you still use the foam?
With the 4th gen, I don't use the foam.
You just leave these two out here?
Yep.
Wow.
And well, even on the sides, I don't have the bolts and the back arrow either. And it doesn't clap.
Okay.
But they're very different from 3rd and 4th gen. So.
Yeah. I just, you know what I feel like would work?
What?
I feel like the problem is like I want to tighten these down in the back so that it's holding the panel more, because right now it's loose.
Yeah, that's what I was basically doing with the bolts. I was tightening up so it would hold it and lift the panel up.
So I guess what I'm saying though is that I can't tighten those because it's making it too sensitive back here. So maybe I should unplug those sensors.
No, don't unplug them. You'll have a lot of issue. What you want to disable them, you need to screw the bolt closest from the rubber.
To make them like less sensitive?
Yeah, when it's flat and it doesn't do a lever, it's gonna disable it. So, how can I show you this?
No, I get it, but so the inside screw on the sensor, I should tighten those up.
Yep.
All right.
And the one in the back, you untight it a bit.
Okay. It sucks that you
Okay.
can't just like software disable them though.
Yeah. The FSR you can software disable it.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know. Did they update it? Can you show me the software?
Yeah.
But no, I don't think you can. There's
You'd have to click on the advanced view.
it's just the whole panel.
Okay, you don't have the edit window.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna. So this is what they're at right now. Let's go to the diagnostics. Alright, so they're pretty, you know. That one's really sensitive.
Yeah, so like I said, when you gonna tighten the inner screw, it's gonna put it flat, and it's basically gonna become dead.
Alright, so I'll loosen the outside and then tighten the inside.
Tighten it as much as you can. So when you're gonna press on it, it shouldn't flash anymore. Oh, I'm flashing.
It's definitely less. Oh. Wait a minute, what happened here?
Hello.
Hey. What the fuck is going on with the sensor? Do I have to recalibrate?
Yeah, try and recalibrate it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Do you have the rubber underneath of those sensors?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So try and see if it's flat, because it needs to be flat and not lifting up a bit. It's the lift that makes it more sensitive.
I don't know. Maybe I tightened them too much in the middle.
Oh, maybe.
I mean, it's definitely less sensitive, but it's not like disabled, you know? I mean, I could try it like that. Maybe that's enough to hold it down more.
Okay.
think this might have to be my last try for the night, and then I'll have to give up.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Yeah. I wonder why it's clapping now. Let me Yeah.
Hi. I'm Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm just finishing up.
You on stream?
Yeah. Yeah, I really can't put these screws in, otherwise it just fucks it all up. I almost wonder if it's the rubber underneath the panel that's like squishing. Or maybe it's just that these load cells are too high. Maybe I need to lower the load cells in the front.
Yeah, maybe they're too low.
Oh, the ones in the front are too low, you mean? Oh, these ones are too low? And this by
Yeah.
the center panel? Could be. Alright, man. Thanks for your help. I think I'm going to call it a night, and I'll try again tomorrow.
Alright, I'll try and find some pictures from when I had the 3rd gen and maybe send it to you.
Yeah,
But
that'd
I had a tutorial about the mod.
be great, man. I'd appreciate that.
No problem.
Alright, have a good night. Thanks again.
Yeah, you too.
See ya.
See ya.